I think there's been a very determined public relations success that has been very much associated with the war on all principles of anti-discrimination. So I don't view the war against abortion distinct from the war against the whole range of civil rights. I think it's one part of the ability to discriminate. That's why when I see the Hobby Lobby case and its religious discrimination, it reminds me of Bob Jones University 30 years ago. I think it's actually part of the same kind of structure in which I have my religious belief and, blacks are the sons of Ham and therefore I can discriminate against them, or that somebody with a club foot is the product of, demons. And when you put it in that context, the sense of beliefs that are anti-science, anti-public health, that are against the public interest generally, and the ability to assert those as a belief structure that can defeat public accommodation, that can defeat public interest, that can defeat the right to employment and benefits that are publicly administered. It seems to me that we have to understand that as part of an attack on discrimination writ broadly. This is about women's rights, but also the collective rights of disabled, of aged, of religious and of racial and other minorities. And so the figuring of abortion has become that kind of civil rights war. And so you have Congressman Steve Stockman just recently saying that if you gave fetuses guns, then we wouldn't have abortion. That would be an end to abortion. And this is absurd, but it's also really an interesting metaphor of the way in which this has been structured, which is that the very difficult duality, the theological mystery of the body enveloping a growing life form has become a war zone in which, according to some of the actions of states, literally a blastocyte or a little collection of cells becomes something which is envisioned as a warrior, determined to have life against the actual full-grown adult body of a woman who was making a very, very difficult, who was faced with very difficult life circumstances.